Hey everybody, it's me, Nelu. We're back with another studio vlog. So welcome back. In this studio vlog, this weekend, we're gonna be working on some t-shirts that we need to get embroidered for a client. And it's like 76 shirts all together that need to be embroidered. That's the only project that we have going on this weekend. So that is what I'm going to bring you along to. Also, I wanted to show you something that I got from Joann's and just kind of give you a recap of what's going on in the shop. So welcome back. If you are new here, my name is Nelu and I run an embroidery DTF custom apparel business, and we work with small businesses and individuals and create custom apparel. So yeah, this is my little journey on YouTube, and I just document my journey. I don't know what else to say. So please consider subscribing. Yeah, because I keep forgetting to tell everybody that. But anywho, let's get into the video. I wanted to show you guys what I got from Joann's, it's some embroidery thread. So let me go grab that. Okie dokie. So here are all the embroidery threads that we got. Oh my goodness. The colors are just so cute. And it wasn't until after Alex and I left the store that he was like, these colors look really Easter colors, but it wasn't intentional. They were just really cute and they really stuck out. Like, look at this pink. Hello, hot pink. Isn't that just so gorgeous? I don't know if it's doing it justice on there, but it's so vibrant in person. And this green. And then this is a cute little purple, which I may have these colors already on my little thing. But look at that blue. Isn't that just so beautiful? Oh, it's so cute. And then this gold we have had before from a different brand, but I forgot what the brand was. But we restocked it because, we used this color quite a few times. Anywho, so if you're an embroiderer, I don't know if you know that, but Joann's sells embroidery thread. I heard Joann's is filing for bankruptcy and they might close all their stores. I don't know if that's actually true, or if that's actually going to happen. But if you're ever in a pickle, they do have some colors. Now, the Joann's that I go to, I went to one in orange here in California. And well, all their stores kind of have like pretty much all picked through their embroidery threads. And this brand, I'm sorry, is Sulky, Sulky. I don't know if you guys can see that. But that's the brand that I really like and I've used before, so I would recommend this. So if you're in a pinch and you need a color, I would definitely recommend it. I think it's really good thread. Now, if you go to if you're in California, the Joann's in Buena Park, they have like a little sewing center in the center of their store, and it's like not necessarily Joann's, but it's a different brand, and I cannot remember the name of that brand, but they have a huge collection of embroidery thread because they sell the embroidery machines there in the store. So if you're ever in a pickle and you don't know where to go get some thread, that's a good choice, especially if you're starting out, because when I first started out, I didn't even realize that Joann's sold embroidery thread, because I know Michael's doesn't sell like these, like the embroidery thread that you can put onto the machines and stuff. If you have an embroidery machine, at least I have not seen it at Michael's, but if you have, comment down where you're at and where you've seen it, because if you're in California, well, in Orange County, not California, because California's big, definitely let me know, because that would be a good resource to have, and I'm sure other people could use that resource as well. So yeah, and that's, I don't know if I told you, they're all the same brand, the Sulky brand. So yeah, also I forgot that I got this, but this right here is some 100% polyester fabric. I was going to call it thread. It's 100% polyester fabric. It's white. Now, the idea behind this is I was like, oh, it'd be really cute to make some cute embroidery patches. Because if you don't know, or if I have not said it yet, I am relearning how to digitize. When we first got our embroidery machine 2 years ago, I did take a course of how to digitize and stuff. But when you first take it, there's a lot of lingo and language with embroidery and digitizing that you kind of have to know in order to get. And when you're first starting out, you don't really understand it all until you've been doing it for a while, and then you kind of get used to what it is and better understand the techniques that were used. Um, I am gonna check. Let me pull up to see who I took the classes from. Hold on one second. Okay, so the person, I was just pulling it up online. The person that I went through to do these classes, or offered these classes, is a person by the name of John Deere, and the website is digitizingmadeeasy.com, and I'll put that in the description below for you if you want to check it out. It's not sponsored or anything. That's just who I took the class from. And the reason I took this class is because he had the software that I use for digitizing, which is Embrilliance. And that software has like 3 tiers. And I think they have like a basic free version. I'm not 100% sure. You'll have to check that out. But that's Embrilliance software for digitizing. And I'll link that website down below to you. You guys can check it out if you're digitizing or whatnot. But I took that class from the Digitizing Made Easy because he offers the class in that software, so that obviously if you're gonna be taking a class for digitizing, it makes sense to use the same software you're using. And the reason I picked that Embrilliant software is it was more cost effective. I think for the whole thing, when I purchased it a couple years ago, 2 years ago, it was like $1,000 or something like that. It's very expensive. Digitizing systems or digitizing programs, they're very expensive. So that is something to keep an eye out for. But you can get stuff digitized from third-party vendors that digitize it themselves. They have like really good software, and they can, make any type of format that you need for your machine. So something to look out for there, especially when you're starting out. So I feel like I'm rambling. Back to the fabric. That's where I was. I want to make patches, and I thought, oh, how cool would it be if I can combine the sublimation with the patches? Because when you're doing embroidery, the smaller the design is, the less detail you can put in there, because when you put too many stitches, it kind of just doesn't always look good, especially with small, fine detail. So I was like, oh, it would be cute to do like some type of design on using the sublimation onto the polyester fabric, and then adding embroidery to highlight some of the things. So it's kind of a combination of the embroidery and the sublimation. Since I have the sublimation machine, I was like, hey, I want to try that and do that. And the reason I was focusing on patches is because I'm trying to come up with some products to do more things at markets, because I haven't really found a way to do markets with embroidery. And by what I mean by that is, obviously you can buy t-shirts and stuff like that and just design your designs and put them on all these shirts and then hope they'll sell. But that's a lot of overhead that cost that you'll have to consider when doing something like that. And I don't want, or nor that I can afford to do that, where it's buying all these shirts and stuff like that. I have seen other people embroidery, people that are doing embroidery, and they use licensed merchandise, which is like Disney and different characters and stuff like that. I am staying away from all of that, because in my early days of using Etsy, before I understood, this is when I was still just a little crafter in my room, and with my first Cricut machine, and I was making these ornaments, and they were licensed. It was the Grinch merchandise, or Grinch ornaments that I had created, just his face or something like that. It was a little 4-pack, and I put it on Etsy, and it was like probably a week later, I got like this message from Etsy saying that I violated their terms and condition, and that I was using somebody's intellectual property. And it freaked me out. And I was like, what the heck is that? What is all this? I didn't realize you cannot, when you are a small business or anybody creating anything like that, you can recreate stuff for personal use, like Disney stuff, but you can't recreate Disney's property or whoever's property and sell that, which I did not know. Because if you don't know, you don't know. What are you gonna do, you know? So after that, I was like, okay, well, I guess the only thing we can do is, like, if you are recreating something and it resembles it, there's a fine line between your creation and their creation, because if people can make an assumption that it's for that, you got to be careful with that, because you can get in trouble for it. So to each their own. I don't care if you do. I don't care if you don't. It's none of my business. And hey, if you can do it and you're making your money or whatever, I'm not here to judge, because that's just not what I'm doing. So if you're like, well, I do that, and it's like, well, good, do it, boo. Don't worry about nobody else. You do you. I'm just saying I don't, because it scares me. So that's the reason I don't do it. Anywho, back to this fabric. We're gonna try to attempt to do that. So I'm still working on taking the courses, or retaking the courses for the digitizing courses, because I want to learn the digitizing so I can make some cute little artworks. So that's to come in the future. So I bought 2 yards of it, and it was on sale. Oh, also the thread was on sale. You buy 3, you get 2 free. Or no, you buy 2, get 3 free. And vice versa, one or the other. But they came out to $7.80 for, I believe it is 1,000 yards, if I'm not mistaken. 1,500 yards, so 1,500 yards, which is pretty good, I think, for projects, and they last pretty long, at least in the projects that we've done, they have. So yeah. Also, yeah, I was gonna bring up that I'm taking the digitizing classes, and then the software that I'm using, which is Embroidery. And the reason I picked Embroidery, I don't know if I've said this already, I might have, I'm rambling, is because you can use it on a Mac, and I have Mac and Windows, because all the machines you can't use on Mac, you have to have Windows computers, typically on machinery and stuff like that, like your printers, your DTF printers, your embroidery machines and stuff like that. You have to use a PC, like a Windows PC, in order to run the software that's compatible with those machines, and Mac is typically not compatible for some reason or whatever. But this software I can digitize on my Mac, and then I can send it to my Windows computer, because my Mac is so much stronger, and I spent so much more money on my Mac than the Windows computer. So that's why I do it that way. But anywho, none of those are sponsored. Those are just things that I use for my business. So if you want to do that, check those places out. If you're starting out and you want to do some research, those are some good places to start. Anywho, so we're going to be working on that this weekend. I think I'm going to just do like a video of us just doing it, because Alex will be doing most of it, because I will be working on bookkeeping and getting all our stuff for taxes ready, because I always sit here every single month, because I have a little reminder, and I tell myself, Nayli, do bookkeeping and put it on the spreadsheet. It's easy, because if you do it month by month, it's just going to be on there. But did I do it? No, absolutely not. And I don't know. Every single month I open my big mouth and I say to Alex, I need to do the bookkeeping. I need to do the spreadsheet. And do I ever do it? No, I don't. So I'm going to wait till the last minute. And now our tax preparer is coming on Saturday, and we have to get all of that done. So I have to get that done. Wish me luck, because it's going to take me, I fear, quite a few hours. I think at least 5 hours just to go through all the vendors and everything that we have and put it onto spreadsheets and getting all that accounting stuff done. So that's my own fault, and that's my own doing. But hopefully you filed your state taxes, because last week I had to file the state taxes because that's due on January 31st. So yeah, don't forget to file your sales tax. That's what I'm talking about, is sales tax. In California, we file it every year, or at least for my business, I file it every year. So I did that, and that was a good learning experience. I totally messed up because I didn't realize on my website, on thecornyco.com, I was not charging sales tax on any of my orders. So that was a big screw up for me, and that cost me like $900. So won't be doing that again. But we readjusted everything, so now everything has the little tick for sales tax so that it's charged. I feel so stupid. I cannot believe I did that, but I did, and I did not pay attention to it. When you're starting out and you're a new business, there's a lot of little things that you don't really know until you go through it and experience it. And you're asking yourself, well, you've been in business for a while, haven't you? At least 2 years. Don't you do sales tax? I don't know how I didn't do it last year. I must have unchecked something. We've been redoing our website and stuff, and things just fall between the cracks, and you just miss stuff. And it's normal. Things like this will happen whether you're new or an experienced business owner. Things like this will always happen. You just kind of just go with it and fix what you fix and move on, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's it's already too late anyways. But yeah, I feel like I've rambled enough. So I will see you guys on Saturday, where we get to work on that and do some bookkeeping. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a good week and so far, and we'll see you in a little bit. Okay, bye. Hey friends, it is Nelu with the voiceover. So this is Alex, my husband. I don't know if you guys have met him yet on the vlog or not, but this is him. And we are working, and I say we, but it's just Alex working and embroidering this weekend, and most weekends, to be quite honest. He's amazing. But he's just working on these sweaters that we have to embroider. I think it's a total of 76 pieces that were embroidered in total. So they're all the same design. It's just a logo that we're doing for that. And so he is going to be working on that. And then I do have a little clip of me working on the taxes and all the financial spreadsheets, or whatever you call them, bookkeeping spreadsheets as well. And I literally sat at my desk for probably like 6 hours, maybe 7, of just going through all the receipts and cataloging everything and making sure everything lines up, all the receipts are good, and matching all my accounts and verifying all that information just to make sure it's accurate, and all the bills and stuff like that. So that was a tedious process. And to be honest, if I can give you a tip, is do it every single month for your business. When you're starting out and it's little by little, it's easier to do that versus you doing it at the end, like how I did. So if you want to save yourself some time and some headache, do it as you go. Maybe select a time every single month where you input all your information on the spreadsheet so you can track all your receipts and all that good stuff, because if not, it catches up to you at the end of the year when you're trying to file taxes. So just a little tidbit for that. But I am going to let you guys enjoy the rest of this montage of us embroidering, because that's literally all we did all day. We started at probably 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, and we went on until about 8 o'clock in the evening embroidering. So that was the amount of time it took us to finish all the embroidering. And Alex was the only one that works on the embroidering. We only have one embroidery machine in the shop, so you can't two-man it. It's just not possible. If you're wondering what hoops we were using the Mighty Hoop system, and that Mighty Hoop that is being embroidered is a 5.5 by 5.5 size, and we have 2 of them, so it makes it easier to interchange them. So yeah, if you do something like that where you only have one machine, it's a little bit more time efficient if you are able to have 2 of those hoops, so that you can prep the other one while the machine is going, and then you flip it back to the other. But anywho, I hope you guys had a great week in business. Hopefully everything that you had on your checklist got done. Of course, things that were on my checklist did not get done, but what's new? That's just life in business. And yeah, so I wish you a great week in business. I wish you plenty of sales, and I will see you guys next week. I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.